If they go in the program, they stick around long enough, they'll begin to get rid of their bullshit. Because there is no real, either you work in sync or you don't. You operate on a wink and a nod. That's basically how we operate. It's an intuitive feedback loop. We don't, Bill Jr., everyone that works with the program, it's like, you work on the things that are unsaid. You don't need to say it. If they have to say it, then there's something wrong. If I have to yell at someone that they broke something or did something against, the natural policy of life, then, that person, is got some severe problems. It doesn't require much effort, once you get to a certain level. It's just everything becomes effortless.
It's not a matter of effort, actually.
Yeah.
It's simply a matter of hooking up with the divine and being told what to do.
Right.
I gave up trying to tell myself what to do a long time ago, and guess how much more effective I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? When you insert yourself into it, you're inserting, in the biblical sense, the demonic world, whatever. In my opinion, a lot of the demonic world has to do with man's own attempt to inject a certain part of man, to inject fear and negativity. That's got to be suppressed. It's got to be put in a cage. There's nothing that puts it in the cage like this stuff. I mean, you are literally sitting there with a whip in a chair and making that sucker dance on top of it, of a perch somewhere. And you can do it. If you can't do it at this level, you'll do the next one and the next one, until after a while, the tiger doesn't try to jump off or doesn't try to attack you anymore. He gets the picture. It's not going to get anywhere. And then you're in control. And then you can just let it go. This is what I've seen over a period of time.
For instance, I was sitting here, I was sitting outside of a restaurant, and, I'm on the conference call, and there was this guy, maybe you heard this, he started yelling me out the window. Where's Beth Israel Hospital? Where's Beth? I'm totally ignoring this guy. He's totally disrespecting me. And, I put the phone on mute. I said, get out of here. Go away. And then he's cursing me out. He's yelling at me, and I just sat there. I didn't feel anything. I felt nothing, It was just like, you get the point, like, you react, you feel so good, and you just do what's natural. Because nothing else interferes with the process of feeling good.
I would also say that if you can do that in New York City at this time of night, you can do it anywhere.
Actually, New York City has gotten so much better. If you can do it in Westchester, from my experience, you can do it anywhere.
But the point I'm trying to make is we all live in relatively tranquil settings compared to Kevin's.
Right.
And I know for myself, this is less than effortless. Okay? In most cases, I would say that's probably the case. But to me, an acid test is a big city like New York with a tremendous amount of tension and negativity floating around. And yet, Kevin has gotten to the point where it becomes relatively irrelevant.
Oh, really?
That's the same envelope that we're being surrounded with all the time. We're just not being tested at that level.
Oh, really?
And certain people will react violently to the energy because they just don't want to integrate, and so they'll yell at you. They do that. But that's such a very small minority that it's like 1% of everyone.
Excuse me?
Who's this?
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Yeah, Kevin, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we have to cover? Are there any other questions we have?
Oh, my God.
Who is this?
Kevin.
Is that you, Kevin?
Yeah. No, that's not me.
Okay. Are there any other questions that anyone else has that we could be helpful with?
I'm going to end the call, and I think we've covered that.
Okay.
Well, first of all, let me just say this, then. I'd like to thank you all for attending. And I know there are others out there that are just kind of listening to the dialogue. If you have any questions or anything like that we need to be helpful with, just either call Kevin or I, and we'll do our best to be of assistance.
All right.
Okay,
thank you very much.
Thanks,
we'll see you all.
Good night.